Far below the reach of sunlight, in the crushing silence of the abyss, life has found a way in one of Earth's most hostile realms, hydrothermal vents. Here, volcanic fissures spew superheated, mineral-rich fluids into the icy deep, creating oases of abundance in what would otherwise be a desert of darkness. Instead of sunlight, chemistry fuels these ecosystems, and the animals that thrive here embody some of the most extraordinary adaptations in the natural world. At the heart of these vent communities stand the giant tube worms, towering more than 2 meters tall in dense clusters. They have no mouth or stomach, but rely on a hidden partnership, bacteria living inside their trophosome. An organ which hosts these microbes convert hydrogen sulfide from vent fluids into organic food. Their crimson plumes draw in oxygen and sulfide, sustaining this inner garden. Tube worms are monuments to symbiosis, thriving entirely on microbial alchemy. The seafloor is alive with scavengers like vent crabs, pale-bodied and nearly blind. They scrabble across the rocks, tearing at bacterial mats, or feasting on carcasses swept down by the currents. These crabs are recyclers, ensuring that little goes to waste in this precarious world. Close by, swarms of vent shrimp crowd around fissures like living clouds. They cultivate bacteria within their gill chambers, feeding on the microbial harvest they farm. Instead of competing for scarce food, they have turned their very bodies into floating gardens. Elsewhere, beds of mussels and clams form dense colonies across the vent floor. Unlike their shallow water kin, they have become farmers of bacteria, hosting sulfide and methane-oxidizing microbes within their gills. Mussels stabilize the vent terrain and provide shelter, while clams bury themselves in the sediment, their shells gleaming white in the gloom. Together, they create entire neighborhoods, transforming barren seafloor into thriving habitat. Among them crawls one of the most extraordinary animals ever discovered, the scaly-foot snail, also known as the volcano snail. Its shell is clad in iron sulfide, the only animal known to forge armor from metal, and its foot is covered in iron scales. This living tank is as much geology as biology, sustained like tube worms by internal bacteria that transmute vent chemicals into food. Perched on rocks, squat lobsters wave their claws, scavenging bits of debris and bacterial films. More elusive is the vent octopus, pale and ghostly, slipping silently between chimneys to hunt shrimp and crabs. Fish, too, haunt these depths. Eelpouts and brotulas prowl the shadows, rare predators completing the food web. Creeping across vent rocks are scale worms, armored polychaetes that glitter with metallic iridescence. Some live in partnership with mussels or crabs. Others hunt with surprising ferocity, seizing smaller worms and shrimp. Nearby, vent anemones spread their pale tentacles into the current, catching drifting particles and creating new footholds for life. And then there are the yeti crabs, with arms draped in silky filaments. They wave their claws in the mineral-rich flow, farming bacteria that they later scrape off and eat. In Antarctic vents, they huddle together by the thousands, glowing white against the dark seafloor. Together, these creatures form a community, unlike any other on Earth, a world where fire meets water and rock births life. They are not nourished by sunlight, but by Earth's inner heat, turning poison into sustenance. To descend into a hydrothermal vent field is to step into an alien realm, which is infinitely inventive, finding sanctuary even in the planet's deepest infernos.